welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about another important topic on refrigeration, which is a Carnot cycle. Okay, so the all refrigeration process starts from a Carnot cycle. Okay, so in the beginning we'll be talking about what Carnot cycle is and what are the four processes are, and in the coming videos we'll be continuing with this chapter on Carnot cycle. Okay, so what is Carnot cycle? Okay, this cycle is actually a theoretical cycle. Okay, where theoretical means it is just an ideal cycle, which is an ideal thermodynamic cycle. Okay, and this was invented by a French physicist named Sadi Carnot on the year 1824. Okay, so this cycle this cycle is actually a perfect engine. Okay, this cycle is perfect. It has got no friction and it is completely reversible, right? Okay, so the cycle is perfect, it has got no friction and it is completely reversible. Okay, and this cycle comprises of four processes. Okay, and I'll be teaching you about the four processes now. Okay, so here I'll be drawing the PV diagram. Okay, so here I'll be drawing the PV diagram, and here I'll be explaining about the four processes. Okay, now coming to the first process. Okay, the first process is reversible isothermal expansion. Okay, now I'll be showing this process from 1 to 2. Okay, so 1 to 2 process is a reversible isothermal expansion process. Okay, it's a reversible isothermal expansion. So what is this process? Let's consider a cylinder. Suppose this is a cylinder and we have a piston kept inside the cylinder. Okay, suppose this is a cylinder and we have a piston in the cylinder. So this is a piston and this is the cylinder, and we have air molecules inside the piston. So obviously we have air molecules inside the piston. So this is air molecules. Okay, so let's come to the first process, which is a reversible isothermal expansion. So in the beginning, let's come to word by word. Okay, so what is reversible? Reversible means that the path can be retraced back to the initial path. Okay, now as I said, this is an isothermal expansion process, right? So what is expansion process? If the piston, say it is down, okay, suppose the piston is here, okay, suppose if the piston is there and we gradually pull the piston up, okay, that is, I'll draw with another. Okay, suppose if the piston is here, okay, I'll draw with a dotted line. Okay, now if the piston is here and we are trying to move this piston up, okay, and if you are trying to move this piston up, so this is from 1 to 2 process, right? So this is process 1 to 2. So what is happening here? We see that when the piston is pushed up, what happens? We see there is an increase in volume and there is a decrease in pressure, right? So this is 1 to 2, which is a reversible isothermal expansion process, right? So what is expansion means? Expansion means there is a increase in volume. And what is isothermal? Isothermal means the temperature is constant. Okay, now here I'll be drawing the TS diagram. Okay, so here I'll be drawing the TS diagram. Okay, Okay, so here the TS diagram. As I said, this process is isothermal, which means that temperature is constant, right? Okay, now let's come to the next process, which is from 2 to 3, which is a reversible adiabatic expansion process, right? So this is a reversible adiabatic expansion process. Okay, now what is reversible adiabatic expansion process? We see that now the piston is here, right? Okay, now if when we are trying to move this piston up again, okay, we are trying to move this piston up again. So what is happening here? There we see there is an increase in what? Increase in volume again. But there is what is adiabatic means? Adiabatic means that there is no heat transfer which is taking place, right? So there is no, when the piston is pushed up again, okay, so now I'll draw this with another color, okay, for better understanding here. Now if the piston is now here, okay, now the piston, the orange color, if it's there now from 2 to 3, what is happening here? There is a increase in heat, there is an increase in volume, and the process is adiabatic, which means that there is no heat loss which is happening in the cylinder. Okay, there is no heat loss. Okay, so I hope that from process 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 is clear for you. And what is happening here? There is a isentropic process. Remember, this is a isentropic process, which means that there is no heat loss which is happening here. Okay, this is a 2 to 3 is also, it can be called as a isentropic process. Okay, so this is what isothermal process, this is isentropic process, or it can be called as adiabatic process too. Okay, now if the piston is moved again, okay, now the piston is in the maximum position. Okay, now what we are doing, we'll be pushing the piston down again. So what is happening here? When the piston is pushed down again, what happens? There will be a decrease in volume, and there will be a increase in decrease in volume, and there is a increase in pressure, right? So now the process from 3 to 4 is what? Reversible isothermal compression. Okay, so this is a reversible isothermal compression, right? So 3 to 4 is a reversible isothermal compression. Okay, now what happens from 4 to 1? 4 to 1 is a reversible adiabatic compression which is taking place. So this is a reversible adiabatic compression. Okay, so this is from 4 to 1. Okay, so we have two isentropic process, right? We have two isentropic process and we have two isothermal process. Okay, so this is all about Carnot cycle. So in the coming video I'll be talking about the reverse Carnot cycle too. So I hope this this chapter is clear for you on Carnot cycle. Okay, so if you have any doubts regarding this video, feel free to comment in the comment section. Okay, thank you.